Before I'd finish my morning bagel and tea, I told an AI, build asteroids for me. It sorta worked in a broken, tragic state, and I debugged for hours to fix its fate. That's when I learned the truth in code and rhyme. You must spec me, baby, one more time. I thought the AI lacked the skill of brains, but really I was vague beyond all sane. I wanted psychic software, prompt divine. Instead I got bugs by design. Machines need details if they're gonna shine. So spec me, baby, one more time. Started writing docs before the code mapped every feature, every path and load. Described the edge cases, flows, and UI lines, and suddenly output looked just fine. Amazing what occurs when you define. Spec me, baby, one more time. Then Kiro brought its holy trinity. Requirements, design, and tasks for me. A tidy process, structured and refined, to turn chaos into something kind. No more bug fixing till 9:30. Just spec me, baby, one more time. Spec me, baby, one more time. Tell the bot what's in your mind. If your prompt is vague and undefined, you'll debug till the end of time. Spec me, baby, one more time. Get the details all aligned. Turns out robots code just fine when you spec me, baby, one more time. Before the spec, I brainstorm first. Dump rough ideas in scattered bursts. Then Kiro helps refine the thing, till edge cases all stop lurking. 15 minutes and we're aligned. Then spec me, baby, one more time. One prompt kicks off the spec machine. Use this doc and keep tests clean. Follow pattern standards, guidelines too, and build the feature proper through 3 sentences and off we fly. Spec me, baby, one more. Requirements must be sharp and clear, or future bugs will soon appear. When this happens, that shall do. Acceptance criteria, right test for you. Be specific now, or pay in time. So spec me, baby, one more time. Spec me, baby, one more time. Tell the bot what's in your mind. If your prompt is vague and undefined, you'll debug till the end of time. Spec me, baby, one more time. Get the details all aligned. Turns out robots code just fine when you spec me, baby, one more time. Design then shows the how and why. SQL diagrams, data flow lines, interfaces, errors, logic too, all laid out in proper view. Correctness rules get defined, then property tests are close behind. Task break work to chunks that fit, small enough to test each bit. Add checkpoints, often stop and see if Kiro's drifting silently. If tasks misread, that's your sign. Go spec me, baby, one more time. Steering docs, keep patterns straight. Coding rules in project state. And intervention notes ensure past mistakes do not recur. Each bug corrected feeds the hive and makes the next run more refined. At first I watched each task with fear, reviewed each diff with engineer sneer. One step at a time, no trust supplied. Hovering close, eyes open wide. By spec, the stars aligned. I could spec me, baby, one more time. Now I hit run all tasks and leave. Go make a tea, then come back please. Clean code waits where once was pain and bugs are now the rare refrain. Worst case, doc's best case, sublime. Spec me, baby, one more time. So it's AI coding feels malign, and every prompt becomes decline. There's one great lesson from this climb. one more time.